All right, this is us. Welcome to our latest edition of TNT. Boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Come on in the room.
Come on in the room. Pastor
Yeah.
Joe here with the great Mikhail LaMail.
Man.
And we are super excited to be with you guys live and in living color.
Man, yes, we are. Pastor, it's just been a lot going on per usual. And hey, it's more my grandma used to say, just keep living. You ain't even know, you don't know yet, keep living. You ever heard that? Keep living.
Yes, sir. I just heard that this week.
No, you didn't, did
I
you?
sure did. As a matter of fact, my cousin sends me stuff on YouTube, and the great Dr. Howard John Wesley was preaching a message called "Grow Up," and coming from 1 Corinthians 13. I haven't finished it all yet, but and part of his main point was talking about young people. They don't understand certain things, and just keep living. Just keep living.
If you keep living, you are guaranteed to encounter some sort of thing, good, bad, indifferent.
Yep.
There are going to be things that get you off your square. There are going to be things that encourage you. And most of all, we have to see how we're going to be set to respond to these things. Not react, but respond, because things going to keep happening. Life going to keep lifing.
Gonna keep life, man. That's half the fun.
Oh, man.
Whatever it throws your way, you got to throw it back.
It's something. I'm trying to get the name of this. There was a sermon, man, Sunday. Man, that dude preached that thing. It was something about, I can't get it. I want to get the title right, but it was about comparison. It was comparison, the bad habit or the intrusive habit, something about the habit of comparison. He young dude, and he walked that thing, man. Yeah, Justin. He was talking about things that you the things that comparison destroys in your life.
Right.
It attacks your happiness, it attacks your joy, it attacks your patience, it attacks your faith, it attacks your, because you're always looking at what the other person doing.
Yeah.
And it's so true, brother. Like, he walked that thing. Yep. And I had this this quote I used to say: comparison is the thief of joy, which is a famous quote from one of our presidents.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it is one of the most true things that I've ever heard in my life. Comparison is the thief of joy. And as soon as you look outside of your situation and look at someone else's, then you remove your faith, you remove things that are needed to be encouraged.
Yep.
You're looking at someone else's, and the internet, social media is not helping the situation.
No,
because they always have what people are presenting as themselves.
Right. Straw man.
Presenting as what their life is.
Right.
And you don't want to get caught up in that.
Yeah, it's crazy because so everybody knows I'm a math guy, and we were actually doing some comparing of numbers today. Y'all forgive me for how I sound, but
bro, the allergies, is already the thing.
And the funny thing is that, like, it doesn't matter how big a number is, you can always have a greater number. You just add one to it, whatever. So you could literally like have $1 billion, but then somebody have $1.1 billion, and they have a greater amount of money than you. And when you compare, you really only come up with greater, less than, or equal to. That's kind of how it works in the world of math, right?
Bro, you talking right.
So you could be great, but then there's something that can be greater. And you might live in a 6-bedroom house that's 20,000 square feet. Well, somebody's gonna have a 7-bedroom that's 24,000 square feet, and you have to be comfortable enough to be good with what God has given you. Not that you don't strive to do the best that you can and have more, But if you look at your house and don't say, well, God has blessed me because they have that type of house, then you're kind of missing the point.
Bro, you are so in my wheelhouse right now of what I mean, I'm so preaching that and teaching that and sharing that all the time. And what it really exposes is your unsatisfactory of what God is doing and gifting you.
Yep.
It reveals that.
Yep.
You're incontent for that, right?
Yep.
And it's really unfortunate. But the world, social media specifically, and different things have been designed to make us look at not ourselves, but others.
Yep.
And to adjudicate others and to give our unwarranted or unsolicited opinion most times to something that don't involve or concern you.
Yep.
And the bottom line is that it's taking the focus, your focus, off of you and what you're doing.
Exactly. Which it should be on you. You got to think about what, we talk about all the time, what your lane is.
What is your lane?
Your contribution. What it is that you have been called to do. And it's social media will drive you crazy if you allow it to.
I don't think that people really know the what's the word? The reach of social media, the impact.
Yes, right.
Impact is a better word of social media on our mental health, emotional health, our well-being. So physiologically and psychologically, this social media is a virus, man. It's a parasite, right? And it will undermine what the Most High is doing for you and doing in you, because your focus will be not on what's important. I used to think, I used to tell people that everything is more important than what you got going on, right? So as a pastor, I know you can appreciate, we talked about this up here, where you have to be available for people, right? You have to fix and solve everybody's thing when they come to you. And you cannot negate or let your house go under. Prince needs you, and you can't go and fix this all the time when Prince needs you as a father or Lady Ashley. So, but people's thing are the most important to them at the time, right?
Priority number one. At all times.
And they enlist you to make their thing your thing, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, it happens every day. In so many different contexts that somebody else's emergency, the expectation is that it's going to be your top priority. When sometimes you got to just say, nope, I can't do that. I got to pull back. I got to get away.
Ooh. That's not going to be received well all the time, though. It's not. What do you do when it's not received as it's supposed to be?
You just got to deal with it. You just got to deal with the repercussions of saying no, or that I can't, or that I'm not going to do it. Man, it's crazy because I was just in a conversation with my brother, and we were talking about some church things, and we were being a little bit critical of my parents because my parents are, salt of the earth type people. They're the type of people that if you call them and they can do it, they're going to do it. Yeah. And they will also at times enlist us to. They'll say yes.
Yes.
Even though the obligation will say fall on AT when it comes to some music or whatever.
Yes.
So we were talking about, specifically when it comes to church membership, and that there are people who are affiliated with local churches, or people that were members of local churches, or family members of people that are of a local church, and for whatever reason they didn't join the church. They might come 2-3 times a year. They might come to every family and friends day. They may have been a long-standing friend, and then somebody in the family passes away.
Yeah.
Well, what we were kind of discussing is that it's disrespectful to the members for us as a church to take on the responsibility of, say, burying somebody or marrying somebody that's not a member without some type of financial responsibility from them, because part of the benefit of your membership is we do these things for you, free of charge.
You into
we
something
don't
now,
charge you
right
to bury. If you're a member, we're not going to charge you to bury you.
Right.
If you get married, we're not going to charge you for those. Those are parts of the benefits.
Right.
You've decided to support here.
Right. Yes.
But if you don't,
right,
I'm disrespectful to Sister Mary, who's been here for 30 years, right? And you get the same treatment just because you're kind of in the periphery. Right. And that's not really, it probably sounds bad, right? No, and so some people have to just be the person that says, we love you, Sister Jean.
Right.
And we appreciate the 7 times you've been to our church. Right. but membership requires this.
Right.
And because you chose not to be a member for whatever reason, no skin in the game. Right. This is what it's going to cost for these particular things. Yeah. And you'll be surprised, brother. People will be like, I can't believe the church is doing this. They know how much we love them. Yeah. How much anytime they call on us, and it's like, you just didn't join. It's not a problem. But you can't expect to have the same benefits of somebody who joined.
You just didn't join. There's a wow, that's so loaded. I was going to look for the scripture. I think it's in Corinthians. When Paul is talking about not taking payment for preaching the gospel, like his reward is to preach. That's his opportunity is his reward to preach. And that's a hot button topic in certain circles, with preachers in church, taking a check, or you have work. We were talking before TNT about some work things going on with you. So you are a working man who happens to be also a pastor. Right. But you are working at a place and taking care of your family, getting a check, working. Right. It's interesting because Geno Jennings talks about this all the time about he has a job. Right. He tell people go work at the car wash or whatever. Right. But I have that. He owns a couple of businesses and he works. And he said he don't take a check from the church. Right. If they give you something, bless you, okay. But he don't go with, okay, this is my fee. Right. Or preaching, like what you're saying about that. Exactly. Now, concerning people who are members, yes, if they are a member, they shouldn't have to pay. So, I just saw a video with this. The girl's mother was at this church for 50 plus years. Right. And she died. And the church was asking for $800 and then some other fees or whatever. And the pastor's justification was that he had to pay the ushers, he had to pay for the lights, he had to pay some different things. Right. And so the lady's rebuttal was, she been going here 50 years before you was even a pastor. Right. Like when you was a little boy, she was already paying tithes. She was here. Right. What does that account for? Exactly. And she was hot, and I think rightfully so. Absolutely. And he was just saying, "Oh, we got to get the money. The money costs for this." And she was saying that this is why she didn't become a member. Right. She was supporting her mother. Right. But her mother is the one that died and had been pouring into your thing. Exactly. Ridiculous. What do you think? I think ridiculous. If you are a member of a church, particularly if you're a tither, I ain't gonna get into that. Or you're that's a whole nother, right. To me, and I guess everybody does things differently. We about to get some smoke. Part of what should come with your membership is we're not going to charge you to handle these types of things. We're not going to charge you for baby dedication. We're not going to charge you for marriage. If you get married, we're not going to charge you for your funeral. That's part of being a member.
a non-member should expect to pay a particular fee if they want to use our facilities or our services. But a member, no. That's part of being a member.
What's so hard about
It's
that
just
though,
so
Chris?
simple. It's like crazy. Everything can't be a money grab.
That kind of exposes people's intentions, though. Would you agree?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if so, like if if the daughter passed, right? Okay, you can charge the daughter, but you can't charge mama when she probably is the reason the lights on to start with.
That
You can't do that.
this is all the lady was saying.
You can't do
She
that.
said, "My mama been here for this XY years, and this is what made my heart heavy." She said, "This is why."
Yeah, sad.
So you just lost one.
Yeah, probably a whole family. Yeah,
for this right here.
yep.
And she said, "I was supporting my mama, but I already knew this was you. You were this person." And yeah, and she recorded that interaction. I thought that was sad.
Wow. Yeah.
And then this would be very interesting for another church to come in and say, "Hey, we'll do that for you. Come, and we're going to love on you.
Yep.
We're going to give you this counseling. We're going to properly minister to you and your family during this time." Oh, they members the same day. You know what I mean?
Same day.
From that act of compassion.
Yep. Same thing when it comes for me, when it comes to counseling. If there's a member and they need counseling, number one, I'm not a licensed counselor, but I've been around the world for a little bit. I know a couple of things, right? So I'm able to counsel. But on the flip side, I was talking to a young lady the other day, and because I'm in the process of I'm trying to get my life coaching certification. So counseling from my perspective for a member is free. That comes along with your membership. However, if you want me to be a life coach, you're going to have to pay for those services. That's a different context, right? It's different.
Right.
Certain things come with your membership. But if you're expecting other things that don't, you shouldn't just expect because, oh yeah, that's my pastor. No, that's not how this works. That's a business. That's something different. It don't come with your church membership per se.
Right.
And I'm going to give you as much as I can, if it's counseling or coaching, you can still get all of me. But some of those come with the territory of you being a member.
Wow. What are your thoughts? I see Aunt Rufus said hey to us, and Deaconess Ramona B said hey to us. Hey, you ladies. I think that's a fascinating conversation. I'm of the thought process that is very simple. It's how bro said. Like, you remember, you get this. You're a non-member. This is the protocol.
Simple.
What's the now? And this is from a person who has actually witnessed this man of God to go and preach at places with no expectation. Some places have blessed him and sold into him and his ministry, but more often than not, they have not. And he has not preached with any less vigor or less passion. I've seen him at a storefront, Jane, when it's 5 people.
Yes, sir.
I've been there.
Yes, sir.
And then I've seen him with 500 people. And it's the same intensity, the same love for God, the same love for rightly dividing the word, and no expectation of alms. So
exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's how, I don't know. I just kind of think that it just makes sense. That's how it should be.
The text says it should be like that anyway, but what do I know?
It should be.
The book said that it should be that way.
But see, I'm the same way. Even in school, like our school has after school and before school tutoring services that are provided as a part of the job. Mm-hmm. And I typically sign up for it because I'm, pretty good at tutoring kids and whatever. So if you have a struggling student at our school who's struggling and they need extra help, if they come before school, completely free. If they come, to like 5:30 after school, completely free. I also tutor on the side. If you're not going to take advantage of those times,
man,
then
Man, out of
the
pocket.
other now you have to pay
You're right.
because we're gonna provide it for you for free, right? You got to meet the boom. But if you're expecting me to now take time away from my son, church, boom, 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 now you're going to have to pay,
Right.
and it's up to you really which
Well,
way it goes.
and people still think that I need to be able to get it for free.
Nah,
Like I
yeah,
need to call you for free.
no, not gonna happen.
Wow. The
Because
audacity.
there are free opportunities
Mm,
before school and after school,
mm,
and I'm usually one of the earliest ones to get there.
mhm.
And if it requires me, I'll stay late. I have no issue doing it. I love doing it, as a matter of fact. But
But when you off the clock
when
though,
I'm off the clock, now you got to pay.
wow.
Now you got to pay.
I agree with that actually. Let me know what you all think. I totally agree with that mindset. You know, I had to tell you all that I did a voiceover. I was at Studio Center doing something for Dick's Sporting Goods, and a contract that I'm trying to get, and preferably will get that. And but then I've been not sleeping well the night. I was up last night too, and I saw the sun coming up. I was like, God, leave. Stand in the dark. I put the thing on to listen to the little sounds,
Right,
help you go to sleep, and found myself humming the tune of it because it was repetitive. I was like, this ain't good. And like I'm turning it into a musical thing.
right.
So anyway, I came from that earlier today, and I had my phone off for being in the studio, of course, and got up and called Pastor saying, because I thought it was the morning time. Have
Right.
you ever done that, Pastor?
Absolutely,
He
absolutely.
took a nap. First of all, I was just saying, let me just take a quick nap.
Right, a little quickie. Yep.
I didn't realize I had fell asleep. And this didn't happen, but it was that kind of jump with the little J coming out your mouth.
That's
Like,
kind,
oh,
brother.
coma, right?
That's kind.
And so I called Pastor. We were supposed to be at the church, and Jesse was like, "Yeah, come on." Everything was set up, but it was the last minute, and Pastor says, "I just walked in the house," and
I
said,
had just
"Man,
walked.
I'm coming to you." And we're here. We were like starting, and so we're here. Thank the Lord for that. But have you ever just overslept, and then you thought it was the next day?
Yes, I have.
So that's what I was having. Like, when we started at like 7:01, but yeah, I apologize. Aunt Ruth was in the house in here waiting though. She says, "What's the difference between a pastor and a life coach?"
Oh, huge difference.
All right.
A pastor, is responsible for a church or ministry. Basic responsibilities of preaching, teaching, leading the business of a church. I would say back in the day, uh, maybe 50 years ago, the pastor kind of did all of this in some capacities.
Right.
But a life coach doesn't necessarily even have to uh, have a spiritual focus,
Right.
even though a lot of us do. But it's really somebody who you hire to kind of try to help you uh, accomplish something or kind of get unstuck. It's really exactly what a coach does. So for a basketball team, you know, the players are the ones playing. They're the ones out there hustling. But a coach is going to help put a game plan together. Is going to help put workout plans together for them to improve. Is going to try to put them in the best position for them to be successful. And when it comes to life, even certain projects, uh, coaching is big business these days. And I found kind of a natural fit because I like coaching from an athletic standpoint, which is really just the offshoot of the the teacher in me. But of course, I love sports. So, you know, showing a kid the other day, we had our little staff basketball game versus the other schools, and we had a bunch of teachers that signed up that just didn't know nothing about basketball. And the competitor in me was like, man, this is gonna be a disaster. But then the teacher in me was like, well, you're missing your shots. You're shooting like this. Why don't I show you?
Right.
And
right.
I spent some time with a couple of them, and
Right,
before
right.
long, next thing you know, it's like, oh, I get it now. And it's like,
Right.
I'm into that.
Right.
It's just
right,
kind of I
right.
like it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
And you have just as much excitement for the person when they succeed at the thing.
Exactly.
You have the same
Exactly.
joy.
And then she hit 3 shots in a row. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Now you're not gonna play on the game, but
Right.
we got you from nothing to
Right.
like you accomplished something.
Yes, you did.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for more, I'm gonna call it more important things, but whatever you're dealing with in your life, could be relationships, could be business, could be educational pursuits. Sometimes you need somebody to help you, because that's really what it is. It's really to help you navigate through and clarify and get the best decision that you need to make.
Yeah, I like that. I would say, Ruth, I think Pastor exegeted that well. I would say that a life coach is one that helps you navigate through life, And a pastor would be the one to help you navigate towards eternal life.
That's real good. I had to write that down.
That's my take on it in a nutshell. What is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my office. I'm gonna give you credit for it.
All right. A life coach helps you navigate this life, and a pastor helps you navigate towards eternal life.
Michael LaMelle, LaMelleism. When I get my office, I'm gonna put that right on somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, Aunt Ruth says like parenting. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's coaching. But parents can be coaches, teachers. I mean, parents kind of, a parent is the
they all of them.
Yeah. But if you've ever, participated in any type of competition, coaches get a lot of credit because they can really affect the game plan. They can help you get in a certain mentality to put you in the best position to succeed. My favorite basketball player is Michael Jordan. As great as Phil Jackson is as a coach, it's Michael that hit those shots, though.
Yeah.
Phil might put a game plan together or see certain things, but Phil Jackson won all his championships with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Shaq, and Kobe. Yeah. So as much as coaching matters, you gotta have you gotta have some players that execute, right?
Correct.
And it's just really kind of helping the person maximize their full potential.
I would say, Pastor, this is kind of a sidebar, but Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson were the parents, if you will, of the team.
Yep.
Because Michael Jordan was one of those unique players that could coach while playing. If you had to know how I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
He could he could be in the game playing and make a decision. Watch this, and then the other parent would allow that parent and support.
Oof, good.
You see where I'm going with that?
I see it.
They support the other one. Don't get caught up in this husband and wife. Which one was the man? Which one?
Right.
Parents overseeing the children of it.
Yep.
And pushing them towards the goal.
Yep.
And supporting each other in doing so.
Yep.
We see the results.
Yep.
A dynasty. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. She said, like parenting, what scripture fits into this? For what do you mean, life coaching? Well, let me start right here. I want to hear what you're saying, Aunt Ruth, about what scripture fits into this. But I find it fascinating that we have such a surge of life coaching, even the need for it. It's very interesting, with more computer time, more phone time, more social media, more less time with the nuclear family.
Yep.
Then we need outside influences to help keep us together, so to speak, keep us on a certain path. I find that fascinating, Pastor.
Yep.
And that's one of the things that needs to be studied, because now we have life coaches where you would go to a family member. You would go to your big mama. You would go to a neighbor. There would be a neighbor who would say, "Hey, your mama don't do that. Don't blah 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 blah." But it is more prevalent now to uh, more chic, I guess, to say, "Oh, I have a life coach."
Yep.
So I think it's awesome that a pastor who is a very wise person in my viewpoint to be able to be a life coach and to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Our society is just it's very different than it was 25, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Um, and I can't really reference 50 years ago with any level of sobriety because I really wasn't around, but it's just different. Uh, give you an example. Um, just today, we have a basketball club at the school, and so we're kind of just teaching the kids how to play and just kind of basics. And so today we just let them play a little bit. We had a game on Saturday, just kind of let them play, and the coaches' game plan was we're going to let them play without coaching from us and let them kind of see what it looks like
on their own.
Yep.
You got it.
And the disaster that it was wonderful because a lot of times they think they know what's best. It is not. And what would happen is we just kind of we'll ref the game, whatever, and anytime a call was made that they didn't like, it was a lot of whining and pouting, and I'm not playing no more, and they cheated, that type of stuff. And it was like, okay, cool. That's what you used to do. And then you go throw your tantrum, then you want to come back. No, you say you didn't want to play. And so what it revealed to me was that, these guys, today's generation, there was just an absence kind of accountability when it comes to a lot of things. And I don't, I want to say it this way. We are raising character flawed people.
So right.
Because of social media, because of just the way that life is now. We just grew up in a different time, bro. And I mean, we're not really the old guys yet, but it's just a huge difference. I think that we're much closer to how our parents grew up than our kids are to how we grew up. And it's just because of technology. It's just because of just the way that things are politically correct. Your feelings are what matter. Like it's a very, I see a huge need for people like me to kind of smack these guys back into reality because you're living in a fantasy world. If you think that this is how life is going to be, it's just not true. And the unfortunate reality is that it's not just kids. There's a lot of adults that live in this mindset, and they don't really know how to take anything. They don't understand the word no, which my brother comically says is the reason why we have all this LGBT, because they just don't understand. No, can't do that. Right? And so
simple.
I can see it, that I really want to help, some of these guys because like we got a few of them that really can play. But if every time there's a bad call, you want to slam the ball and throw it, you're just never going anywhere. Man. You're going to be a legend in the playground, but you're never going to get the potential scholarships and stuff that you can get.
Right.
Anyway, I digress.
Right.
So
I think you're doing great.
So it just speaks to just kind of how things are. I think when it comes to like life coaching, mentorship, some of this stuff are just things that we put a title on that we see represented biblically. For example, the Bible talks about iron sharpening iron. You see the importance of mentorship and
Mhm.
accountability with
Mhm.
the relationship with somebody like Elijah and Elisha, with uh, Moses and Joshua, with Jesus and the disciples.
Mhm. Mhm.
You could argue that not only was Jesus, ministering to them, but he really transformed them from fishermen
Yeah.
to the heads of the church in a 3.5 year, kind of the way it's like the Mr. Miyagi kind of thing, if you will. You doing this, and then
Right.
what happens is, yeah. So I don't know if it's like a biblical mandate, but I think that now we label a lot of stuff that really just has been going on since the beginning of time. We
Yeah.
just kind of put a label on it.
Right.
Yeah.
I can agree to that for sure. I was having these references. It's a few of them, but this for Aunt Ruth and for everyone in the chat. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 22. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 22. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established.
Yeah.
Without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. This is what we're finding now in this current time.
Yep.
A multitude of counselors. Now, you need to find the right counselor, right? And the one that is going to meet the need that you have, for sure. I was having a couple of them, Proverbs 11 and 14, for this good Bible study.
Yes, sir.
Where no counsel is, Proverbs 11 and 14, where no counsel is, the people fall. How evident is that right now?
It's huge.
Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
Yep.
Proverbs 12 and 15, just to give some, context to it. Proverbs 12 and 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
So good.
But he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. That's it, huh?
Yep.
Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. This is going to be the last one I give y'all. Okay. Proverbs 3, 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all, that's our word, all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
Yep.
Can I read a couple more? One more.
Sure, man. Read.
Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yep. All of those are just very strong scriptures for kind of the benefit of a lot of the things that we're talking about. And again, we label things, life coaching, whatever you want to call it, but the Bible would call it what it calls it, counsel, wisdom, the idea of mentorship, and somebody that can kind of help you navigate through things that you don't understand. And the Holy Spirit obviously is called the counselor, the paraclete.
Man,
and
wonderful.
Right. And while I get the idea that if you have the Holy Spirit, you have all of the answers. But you still may at times need somebody to help you, ask you the right questions so that you can reveal it.
Yeah.
It just goes into, for me personally, what I believe, some of the things I believe God has gifted me: education, teaching, coaching, pastoring. It's all in the same wheelhouse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right,
That's kind of part of who I
am. I'll give another one for the room. Proverbs 19 and 20. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end.
It's rich.
Proverbs 19 and 20. All right. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. I can get one more, huh? Since we're in Bible study.
Yeah.
James 1 and 5. James chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, it's a favorite, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith. This is verse 6, nothing wavering. That's a good part.
That is.
A lot of this for life coaching and for pastors, they have to address this part. Ask in faith and nothing wavering. This is the encouragement that teachers, life coaches, pastors give us. The encouragement to not waver. The foundational elements to increase our faith, to help grow our faith, right?
Yep.
And if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God. This is Pastor Joe. He's not God.
Not at all.
If any of you lack wisdom, this is James chapter 1, verse 5. Let him ask of God, that giveth to all men, God does, liberally, and upbraideth not, and that shall be given him. When you ask Pastor Joe is going to use what God deposited into him and give to you. That's okay.
Right.
But I'm just encouraging you that the book says, if you lack wisdom, ask God. Who's doing that on the internet now?
Nobody.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say nobody.
Right, but that's what I'm inferring, right?
Right. And the thing about the way that God does things is, he might send you to a person. He may send you to a scripture. He may drop a song in your heart. He might send you to the movies.
Yeah.
You just never know. Because if you're asking for wisdom, the faith is that God is going to give it to you.
Yes.
Your responsibility then is to be receptive as to how it comes.
You just want to know everything, though. You want to know, oh, God, I need you to do it and do it like this. What I always say, you can't tell the help how to help.
Can't do it. It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
We still do it all the time.
Yep.
All the time.
Yep.
This is Exodus chapter 18, verses 21 through 22 for Bible study. And this is God speaking to Moses. All right. And he is saying, verses 21 and 22. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s, and rulers of 10s. Verse 22. And let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee.
Yep.
So Moses is in charge of all these people. Just like I was saying with pastor. It's a pastorship.
Yep.
He's over them. So everybody, hey, my light bill due. Hey, pastor, my husband fussed at me. Hey, my kid's not acting right. Hey, pastor, my child disrespected me. Hey, pastor, my job, hold it. Take that and go somewhere else to him. It's not the matter to come
right
to the king or to the head, all the way to the top,
right,
to the Supreme Court. You need to go to the lower courts and hash that out. You might not like what the high court gonna say about the situation. Anyway, I'm reminded of Solomon sitting there with these two ladies, and one saying, "Oh, she took my baby," and the other one saying, "No, this is my baby." And he's saying, "Oh, well, cut it in half. Both of y'all get a piece."
Right.
It's real simple.
Right.
And the real mama saying, "No.
Right.
Let her have it. It's okay."
Right.
And then they take the baby and give it to that lady because the real mother is gonna say, "Don't cut my baby."
Right. Yeah. Wisdom.
But why he even got to deal with that?
Exactly. Exactly.
That shouldn't have made it all the way up. I'm grateful to have that story, by the way. That's a beautiful. That's powerful. But you can handle it in the lower courts.
Yep. but I want to jump on that this passage
Yeah.
because backstory is Moses is leading the children of Israel through the wilderness, and he's adjudicating every
That's
issue for this.
how many
uh,
people, bro?
You
We
know,
talking about like
yeah. So they're all in a line waiting, and what happens is, and here's the life coach, Jethro, who was his father-in-law, comes and tells him, "You're going to die because the load is too heavy." So now you have to use some wisdom, and you could argue that in that moment, Jethro doesn't do what Moses does. He's advising Moses how to do his job better. And in that moment, which is going to be good, I'm going to use this in my business. Jethro
yes,
is
yes,
serving as a
yes,
coach to
yes.
help Moses maximize. Well, how does he
Right.
do that? He's got to divide the people up. And then the Bible talks about how God says you got to lay your hands on these guys, impart your spirit into them,
Yes,
and then
yes,
let them handle it
yes.
because the division of labor. So all Jethro did was give him some counsel as to how Moses could be the best Moses. Because trying to adjudicate every single thing is going to wear him out and wear the people out. Because if you 57th in line, you just got to sit there and hope that he's not too tired to deal with all the stuff that he's got to deal with. But wisdom says, let me help you become the best version of
Doc, you're on my street, Doc. I know you have this too as a pastor where everybody got to come to the pastor. Everybody. And you are the conduit for every single issue for a multitude of people.
Right.
And God forbid, here it is for me, that one or two people have 57 things, like you said. And then you have 57 people.
Right.
But we're just starting with one or two.
Right.
Having that many issues or things that need to be addressed. That burden is heavy, Doc.
It's heavy. It's heavy.
That burden is heavy. And this book is saying, hey, you need to disperse that. The challenge, though, is the people saying, oh, but you're my pastor. I can't go to that person.
Right.
But you're who I'm looking at. You can't go to that person. You're my daddy. You're my husband. You're my this. You're my that. I can't. I need you to.
Right.
The wisdom is saying right here in the text.
Yep. I'm dealing with it on a very, oh my gosh, should I say this? On a very, I'm gonna say it on a small level with our church. And in an effort to be much more personable and just to try to make the church be more inviting. What I do is after I preach, doing announcements, I go to the back of the church because I want to greet people as they leave. And it's so funny because, some people just shake your hand, good word, Jay Pastor, appreciation, praying for you. Likewise, thank you, coming, boom, boom, boom. But then there are certain people who have to come and they have their thing. I haven't talked to the pastor all week. This is my time. And it's so funny because sometimes you'll see a line kind of starting to form, and people kind of side-eye the person. It's like, you taking up all of our time with our pastor. And that's not what this was supposed to be anyway. It was really supposed to just be
I'm laughing because I see
and it's
happen.
Like some people is like, okay, pastor, I'm gonna take all your time, and next thing you know, you're just there with them, and you see the other people. It's funny.
It is funny. What I get more tickled at is that person was up there last week.
It's the same person. It's the same 7 people.
I said, what are you talking about now? And don't let you be talking about that other thing when I already told you how to fix that.
You gotta get their time in, dog. They gotta get their time in. And I'm like, man, what if I was like, what if we had, forget like a Jamal Bryant, but like, what if we had like 1,000 people? I wonder like what that becomes. Like
if you was Samuel Green, from like back in the day, like church from the front to the back.
Right. How do you do it?
Well, they had, adjutants. Yeah, armor bearers. Like, no, okay, thank you.
Right.
You got it.
Right.
And they're ushering you to the.
And then people kind of wonder why certain guys, when you get a certain size, they don't do that. They go to the office because you could be there for as long as the church service was.
Correct. That's a
because
fact.
For some people, this is going to be the only time they can kind of connect. They don't have, when you're a certain size, every member doesn't have the pastor's phone number. They can call them. And so this is their time. And it's very interesting, I'm looking forward to those problems to see what happens. But just like you said, you have to be able to have a division of labor, so you don't wear yourself out, you don't wear the other people out.
Right.
And people have to have enough wisdom to understand, you know, whoever the guy is, it's just one of him.
I don't know if I can even comment. Yeah, it's just one, man. It's just one of him. I was talking to somebody recently, my dad, to be specific, and we were talking about, in a nutshell, how you can't do everything.
Right.
You have to release some things. Right?
Yep.
You can't be everything for everybody. You can't. And something was in him. I share the stories about my dad because I know that he always want to help people, and he's one of the most transparent dudes that I know.
Yep.
Using himself as an example all the time. But we were talking about this thing and how to let some things go. But I was saying you can't let it go. We talked about this on TNT before, and then hold on to the part. Saying, Pastor, this thing is an issue for me. Take it from me. But I want to hold on to the top. I want you to take all this. Take it.
Nope.
You cannot do that, right? And as leaders, we have to be able to do the same thing.
Yes. Yes.
The people are not going to always. They're just going to be focused on what they need.
Right.
Their point. Like, is my issue is the biggest thing. I need you to fix it. That you la 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 la.
Yep.
But in wisdom, we have to say, listen, if you lacking something, ask God. Come to me after you ask God.
Right.
Right.
The Lord say to you.
But that's just not how people are designed to operate. But the book clearly says that, right?
It's very clear.
As people who are in a position to get people to come to you, who cares what you like? What's the wisdom of the thing? Do that.
Amen. Do that.
Do that. You said Jamal Bryant. We use a little bit of our time. I would need to hear your thoughts on this spirit, the spirit of feminism, that they gave him a robe. They presented him a robe, the women in the church. And the lady said that it was the feminine spirit that they were empowering him with. I was like,
his church?
Yes, sir. And they put this robe on him, all the women. It would have been women's history. It was very interesting. His wife was there, and he was receiving this robe. I just wanted to know, had you heard about that? Was you interested?
I have not heard about it.
The whole what people are examining is the spirit of women is on you, the spirit of feminist women. So then, of course, they cut it together with him saying that old boy had pretty legs. Cam Newton. Yeah.
I just like I gotta do some more research. I'm gonna hold my comments.
Oh my goodness.
Because it just sound right.
My goodness.
Right now. But who knows?
We're coming up on Easter soon. Not tomorrow, but soon.
Yep, 2 weeks, 2 Sundays.
And I guess we can dive into this next week. I had saved this video that sent you, but this is with Jesus and Barabbas being presented to the people and them asking for one. And Barabbas's name meaning Bar, meaning son, right. Son of Abba, father. And his name was actually Jesus Barabbas, Jesus Barabbas.
Right.
Right. And one being sacrificed and one being not. It's so interesting. We'll get into that.
Wow. That sounds good.
Oh man, it's some layers in there. You feel me?
Sounds good.
Son of Abba. So you have Jesus, the Son of God, and then Jesus, the Son of the Father. Isn't that interesting?
It is.
It's a lot in there too, sir.
That's not. Yeah.
I'm gonna send you this thing. We'll chew on it.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we'll chew on that. Man, our time is already spent. It didn't seem like an hour, did it?
Flew right on by.
Man. Tell us, do you need a life coach? Do you need to get some things in your life in order. If you're lacking wisdom, ask God.
Talk to him.
If you need a life coach, ask God for that. If you need some direction in front of you, then pastor is working on getting his license. Come to pastor.
Yeah, man, come holler at me. I'm sure I can help you in some type of way.
Yeah, for a nominal fee. For a nominal fee, you can be helped and serviced. And yeah, I might send you some customers.
Okay, I'll let you know when everything checks. All the boxes are checked.
It's interesting because you already been doing the work anyway.
I feel the same way, so I ain't gonna not toot my own horn, but as I've kind of done some research, it's like, okay, this is really in my wheelhouse. So let's see what happens. Man, what the Lord says.
He's gonna say yes and empower you to do it. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna try to get some more rest and see what that's gonna be about. Yeah, and then when I wake up next time, it'll actually be tomorrow. Because I thought it was tomorrow, man. Yeah, I had missed so many calls and texts, and I didn't care.
Good for you. Good for you. I didn't really have the best night of sleep last night because my allergies was.
Bro, I was sneezing and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see what Prince says. Might tune in a little earlier tonight.
Yeah. Do it, brother. Do it. You need it. We all do.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna talk to you guys, man.
We love y'all.
We love you. We're glad that you spent some time with us. We appreciate you for that, and we're gonna be booming out. Oh, back to what my dad was saying. He also was saying that he's trying to do some things, and I'm this years ago. This hit me so powerfully. I've been telling people to examine why you are diligent about doing all the things in your life, very intentional, very absolute, very diligent, and get them done with no excuse and no room for margin of error, no room for not doing it. It's just no excuse, get it done.
Right.
For everything in your life except where it concerns you, working on you, changing your attitude, changing your mind, your thought process, changing something about you.
Right.
Then in that case, you are trying to do it.
Right.
Working on it.
Right. I see it.
Right. But with everything else, you're assertive.
You do it right. You do it.
And you dominate it, and it's very intentional. Everybody else's business you're handling, but not your own. So I'm encouraging you to do the work intentionally on yourself.
Yep.
And don't try to do it.
Just do it.
When you say you're trying, you're giving yourself a gray area of space so you can justify or validate not doing it.
If you don't do it, yep, exactly. Get it done.
You're not trying about nothing else but you.
That's it.
So be encouraged and do the work.
Get it done.
Do the work in the amount of time that it takes. And if it takes longer, that means you're more of a problem than you knew.
That's good.
It's the truth, right? Don't you agree?
Yeah, it's true. It's the truth.
Things are not hard. They're not, they're simple, right? We provide the most difficulty for every situation. And this is what I was talking to my dad about, because he always got this thing where he said, the problem is you.
Right.
And so I was telling him, the problem is you. Like,
right.
And that makes people uncomfortable. But that don't make it less true.
No, it doesn't. It's the truth.
Because you don't like it.
Right, exactly.
Or because it make you don't feel good. Who cares about your feelings?
Yep.
I'm so tired of having to just be overtaken by somebody else's feelings. That's why I was telling my dad, like, I don't even want to talk about how you feel about it. Who cares?
Right. It's not the relevant
point. But the barometer of people's estimation of your love for them is charged by how you view and handle and coddle and care for their feelings.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And
they're just not the primary thing. They're after doing this wise thing. Right. Do the right what you should do.
Right.
And that is do you. Work on you. Don't try to do it. Do it.
Do it. Yep.
It was a great conversation, actually. Yeah. But that's good. Don't try, right?
Don't try. Get it done. Do it.
Get it done. We see Deaconess Karen Scott booming in. All right. We out of here.
All right. We love y'all.
That was a lot. I'm sorry. Just try to. That was good. We're talking to my dad. All right. I'll holler at y'all. Boom. We will see y'all another time. Yeah.